you all know what visionary folk art is?
No.
You've all been told? You've not been told?
No.
Are you all students at Virginia Tech? You're not all students? Well, how's that? This is a little embarrassing. Are you kidding? Are you serious?
No, we're serious. We don't know what visionary. We know what folk art is. We don't know what visionary folk art is.
Well, Ray, is this a joke or something? Well, I'll tell you. You're serious about this now.
Yeah.
Well, this was arranged 2 months ago, and part of the commitment was that you were all to have been briefed as to what visionary folk art was, so I could just continue from that point. Apparently this has not been done.
I forgot to tell them or not, but it's so bad.
Ron never told me about visionary folk art.
Well,
Derek Myers.
how's that?
None of them ever told us about visionary folk
Who is this gentleman?
I'm not a gentleman. I'm a D.O.N.
What is a DOM?
30-year-old man.
Time? 2 minutes. Check. 2 minutes has gone by.
Okay.
Well, you all know what folk art is?
Yes.
Is he a student?
Give us, what makes it visionary? That's all we want to know.
Do you know what folk art is?
Yes.
Because I'm beginning to...
Shut up.
Is he the head of the school or something? Is he... You know him?
He's very poor.
Oh, heck with
No,
him.
no.
Could you keep it down, sir, please?
Yeah, I
No.
will keep it down.
But do you know what folk art is? I'm talking to the students, for God's sakes. Are you a student?
No.
Okay,
Shut up.
well. But do you know what folk art is? Seriously? Okay. Visionary folk art is a particular kind of folk art. This is really tough. Okay. About a year ago, a group called the Jason Society, or the Jargon Society, sent some art experts throughout the U.S. to find visionary folk artists. That is to say, visionary artists. And they sent these people throughout the United States, and they found that there were 11 visionary artists left in the whole United States. I was one of them. And they put us into this tract that validates. Have you seen this thing? You have not? You have. Okay. And up until that time, to be honest about it, we didn't know that we were visionary artists. I didn't know that I was a visionary artist until these Jason Society came around. And since that time, I didn't know that I was a visionary artist. I didn't know that there were other visionary artists. There were 11 of us, and we've now become very close friends. And we meet once a month. We have a newsletter. And there's some very big things happening, which I'm going to let you in on in a few minutes. This may be the last opportunity you have to see visionary art directly. So, I've been thinking about this for the past 2 months as to what the important things to transmit to you. So what I've done is I brought some examples of visionary art with me. And I was going... Time?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was going to have you... I was going to have a different program. Okay. Since the past year, I've been traveling around the country telling people about visionary art. And I've had a whole different, a formal presentation. But I thought since this may be this probably will be the last opportunity that you will have to see visionary art. It soon will be gone. I'll explain why. I thought I would give you, share this opportunity to to bring real examples of the art. And what I was going to do was to have you come up after my formal presentation and pass around the table and touch, look at the things and so on. But we won't have time. So what I thought we would do instead of that would be to pass, because it would be too confusing to have you come around now during the time that, I think that would be too confusing. To have them come around now, the table, do you think? It'd be too, I'm sure it would be. I thought what we'd do would be to pass amongst you, while you're seated, the visionary art. Do you see what I mean? But I didn't know it would be so spread out. But maybe we can still do it. Do you see what I'm saying? Is it?
No.
No, you don't. There's a, let's see. What, is there something you don't, I see that you don't, I'm sensing we're not communicating, in other words. An example of what visionary, because you don't know what visionary art is. See, and then the problem has been pushed on to me, you see.
Pass one, just pass one.
Do you see, how's that?
Pass one.
All right, okay, so really, so it's a good idea to pass, as I was thinking, to pass the art around. Okay, all right. This is a typical piece of visionary art. Can you all see that? This, the title of this, we have titles for these pieces, is Cousin Tom. You see. So I'll pass this piece around. I'll pass this piece starting here. See? I'll just pass that around. And a time?
8 minutes.
Check.
Okay. Now, this is not going too well. I can sense that. Maybe I'll start another piece around here. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say that if there's visionary art deals often with human forms and human anatomy. So if anyone will be offended at male or female anatomy, no, I would suggest they close their eyes right now. So, because I ran into a problem here a couple years ago when I had a show, and I don't want any more trouble. So if male or female, if you just want to close your eyes, and then perhaps you can inform a neighbor that, that you're closing your eye, that you don't want to deal with that, and then when they see that it's safe, they can tell you to open your eyes. You see what I mean? Otherwise, I'm out of it. Is that okay? Is that understood? So no one's going to get mad at me. So this is a piece I call Creature of Hades with, and I'll spell this out, E-R-E-C-T-I-O-N. And I'll pass this. It's a typical piece of visionary art. These will soon cease to be made in any way, and I'll tell you why in just a time.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh my God! In just a few minutes. We have to. You'll be careful of the parts. Now, while they're doing that one, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh, thank the Lord. I mean, oh, just what I was looking for. While they're passing that, I have a fellow, not analogous, but this is a piece of visionary art that may be the most unique made in the 20th century, if at any time. It's reversible. Not only that, not only is it reversible, but it has an extra thing here. Now, this way, you see? That way, it is griff in supplication. Do you see it? Do you see how that's so? This way, isn't that fantastic? This way, it's Dybbuk, ready to attack, with removable P-E-N-I-S. Isn't that fantastic? Now, I'll pass this around this way. You will all be very careful of it,
Yeah.
I presume. The claws, and especially, you know, things because this, I've been working on this for 2 years. I'm of the old school, I'm a little embarrassed, but, you know. Now, time. Are you getting an idea of what visionary art is now?
We like it.
Okay. I don't know if I dare send this piece around. Okay. Now, we deal, I can say this word breast. That doesn't offend you, does it? I mean, you deal with anatomy and everything, breast. We, currently, for example, I'm working on a short series of 4 breasts. This is breast of Mata Hari. And let's see, I'll pass this around this way. Sorry. Okay. This is, people look at visionary art and they say, typically they say, well, it's visionary, it's you get a glimpse of something and you know, quickly put something down and it's done in a half an hour. I brought this, I don't usually like to show works in progress, but just to show you that it takes time to do truly visionary artwork, and that we visionary artists are very interested in technical execution. And like you saw the breasts of Mata Hari, this is going to be breasts of Florence Nightingale. How's that? Why Florence Nightingale? A good question. We don't know. Well, no, it's complicated. I have a small piece. I have a piece. I made a piece about 8 years ago, a small piece. I made small things then. It was Florence Nightingale with removable fig leaf. That was the title. So these themes recur to us. I just don't have the time to go into it more than that. But this I brought just to show you the amount of work that goes into a truly visionary piece of art. You know, so you see the breasts of Mata Hari, and you say, well, you know, you dismiss it perfunctorily, half hour, half a day, you know, weeks and weeks. I see nothing funny in that.